This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Mukar, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai's sake. Our brother Samar from the GMS Miami camp. And yeah, the reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 17, all right, is because what you're seeing is a lot of soldiers in the Middle East, or American soldiers, are dying, all right? And what's more prominent now is that it's high-ranking officers that are being killed in these wars, all right? And this is what put the spirit on me to do a lesson because, A, it's just proof that, all right, America is going down as a country. America is going down as an empire. And once the military can't defeat its enemies, all right, that's just proof that this place is done. So let me get into this news article. This is from NBC News. It says Utah Mayor Brent Taylor killed while serving in Afghanistan. All right, it says the mayor of North Ogden was serving in Afghanistan when he was killed in an apparent insider attack. Right, and that's the Taliban. All right, the Taliban definitely don't want America in Afghanistan, and they're now able, okay, to infiltrate areas where high-ranking officers are at, just to prove that this was a high-ranking officer in the United States military. Says a Utah mayor who was serving in Afghanistan was killed, and another service member was wounded in an apparent insider attack. Official says Sunday. North Ogden Mayor Brent Taylor, a major in the Utah National Guard, was killed in an apparent insider attack while serving with his unit in Kabul on Saturday. Major General Jeff Burton, Utah's Adjutant General, said at a news conference Sunday afternoon. Right, so this is a major, okay? This is a high officer, and he got killed. All right? And this has been going on continually, all right? Let me get to the point right here. It says, right here, it says, the incident was the second such insider attack in less than 2 weeks after an Afghan commando killed one person and wounded 2 other people on October 22nd. Right. And this leads me to this video to show you, all right, because this is the high-ranking officer in Afghanistan, all right, and he was, they were trying to assassinate him, all right. So let me play this out.
This video capturing the moments before the brazen and deadly attack. U.S. General Scott Miller, the new commander in Afghanistan, meeting Afghan officials about upcoming elections, even praising Afghan security.
We know there's going to be some violence, but I'm very confident that your forces are prepared for this election.
But Afghan forces weren't prepared for what came next. A member of the Afghan governor's security team and reportedly in uniform opening fire in the courtyard, killing an important Afghan police chief and wounding 2 Americans. Miller escaped unharmed. The shooter quickly killed, the Taliban claiming responsibility for the attack.
You see that? So, you know, you're having now this high-ranking general, all right, the highest officer of the United States Army in Afghanistan, highest-ranking officer, excuse me, in Afghanistan, all right? There was an assassination attempt on him, okay? Now this leads me to the point of why, you know, I'm doing this video, okay, and what inspired me to do this video. Not only are your American militaries being shot, being killed, all right, okay, you cannot handle, okay, Taliban, okay, which is a bunch of insurgents. They don't have a well-oiled military. They're just insurgents with small arms, and they're able to attack and infiltrate your high-ranking generals, man, and your officers, excuse me, all right? So what makes you think you're going to be able to fight the Russians and the Chinese, okay? This is a message to you peon Americans living here that still believe in the American military. All right. Let's get to another article. After 17 years of war, top U.S. commander in Afghanistan admits Taliban cannot be defeated. Right, man. You can't even defeat the Taliban. So what makes you think you can fight the Russians and the Chinese and the Iranians? All right? You Americans are going to lose. All right? And this is all scriptural. All right? Because Babylon is going down. The Afghanistan war cannot be won militarily, and peace will only be achieved through a political resolution with the Taliban. The newly appointed American general in charge of U.S. NATO operations has conceded. Right. The reason why he said it, because he almost got killed. All right. There was an assassination attempt on his life. So now he's like, man, let's try to do a political realm. Basically, all right, he's scared. All right. He mused that the Taliban is also tired of fighting, which is a lie, because if they were also tired of fighting, why are they doing, insider attacks? All right. And may be interested in starting to work through the political piece of a 17-year-old war. And that's the key point. That's the reason why, man. A 17-year-old war. This war has been going on for 17 years, and you have not yet to defeat them. So once again, what makes you think you're going to defeat the Russians, the Chinese, and the Iranians? All right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans that are watching this video, if you're in the United States military, you better get out now. All right, you're not going to win these wars. You're going to lose them. Okay? Let's get another article. A staggering number of troops are fat and tired, report says. Right. This is from the Military Times. All right? Overweight and tired. Okay? It says a 2018 RAND report on health promotion and disease prevention has painted a grim picture of military's physical fitness and sleep standards. Right. All right? The military's weak. They're tired, they're overweight. All right, here's another one. I saw this on a bench in the park. All right, this is from the Army Times. All right, I guess a veteran must have left it, or a soldier must have left it there, and I just saw it. I went through it, and look what I found. I had to take a picture of this. A soldiers under pressure, overworked. Survey finds troops stressed and tired. Right. So the American military is not ready to fight the war against Russia, China, and Iran. They can't even take on the Taliban. All right, that's why, let's go once again, Isaiah 3 and 25, okay, not 17, Slovakia, Isaiah 3 and 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war. Right, a lot of American soldiers are going to die in this Third World War, right, because they're unfit, they're unready, man, to fight the Russians, the Chinese, and Iranians. Verse 26, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. Right. America is going to be destroyed, man. America is going down. All right. Let's get another scripture. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow for every purpose of the Lord. Right. This is of the Lord. This is who the world calls God. All right. And who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right. This is their doing. Okay. For every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. Right. So the Most High, all right, who the world calls God, real name is Yahweh, all right, has given the order, all right, to his son, Yahushai, and his son is given the order, all right, to the angels, all right, to perform this act, man, to bring down Babylon once and for all right? That's why when you read the book of, let's bring it out, all right, this came to my mind. All right, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 18. Just did a lesson on this. So bring it out again, all right? Revelation 18:1. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory, right? It's when the angels being commanded, all right, by the Most High and his Son, all right? Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils and the hole of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right. Meaning John saw America being destroyed. All right, because America's military is not going to be able to defend America, Babylon. All right, they can't even defend themselves from the Taliban. You're being attacked by the Taliban. All right, 17-year-old war. Now this commander is saying, yeah, Taliban cannot be defeated. We're living in the last days, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and American, you better wake up, man. This article, I'm going to read this. This is from the Stars and Stripes. This proves that America is losing the narrative, all right? They're losing the narrative so badly abroad, all right, that the Taliban's able, all right, who doesn't have money like America does and still able to all right, win over the hearts and minds of their people. Like this proves that America, your money doesn't change people's minds. People don't care about your money anymore. This is from Stars and Stripes, how the U.S. lost the propaganda war in Afghanistan. Right, and Stars and Stripes is a military news agency. All right, it's been around for many years, decades. Okay, this is what they're writing. Let me get to the point. Get to the point of this article. Okay. America's 17-year-old war in Afghanistan was never going to be won by brave soldiers blowing things up, but by winning the battle of the narrative, writes Johnson, now a professor of the Naval Postgraduate School. Whoever had the best narrative would win, as an effective information operations campaign can push people toward interpreting an event in a certain way. Johnson's book traces how the Taliban used simple songs and poems in their bid to convince the Afghan people that the U.S. and its allies were occupiers, while the U.S. meanwhile was not able to convince many Afghans why foreign troops needed to be in the country due to messages that were constantly shifting and sometimes culturally insensitive. Right, man. So you got the Taliban who know their people, all right, who are able to win the hearts and minds of their people, while America, who doesn't know the Afghan people, all right, are losing the propaganda battle, all right? And guess what? America, you've been losing the propaganda battle because the ultimate propaganda is the Bible. The Bible says you were going to go down, all right? Let's go here. You want to hear the propaganda of the God of Israel? This is his propaganda. In fact, let's look up that word propaganda, all right? Because propaganda could be a positive word too, used in righteousness, all right? Propaganda. Information, especially biased or misleading, nature used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view, right? A particular cause or point of view. Congregation, propagation of the faith, right? All right, so this is a derogatory, all right? But it can also be used to instill a certain narrative, all right? Okay, and so your propaganda, America, is falling, all right, because it is misleading, all right, and it is biased, all right. But the God of Israel's propaganda, all right, is righteous. It's not misleading, and all right, and yeah, it is biased because it's only for the children in Israel, all right. So let's get to it. This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. And what shall I answer when I am reproved? Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. Right? This is the vision, man. And we're standing on our watch. And we're telling you that America is going down. Your military is weak. Your military cannot fight the Taliban. Your military are being punked by the Taliban. So when your military, the United States military goes and fights the Russians, the Chinese, and the Iranians, they're going to lose badly, all right? That's the vision, all right? Because that was already set, all right? This is the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, right? And it's speaking, it's not lying. America's military is weak, all right? You having high-ranking officials being killed, all right? This is how you know we're living in the last days. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right. It was tearing, but now it's not tearing anymore, man. It is right here. It is right in your face. All right. And the Lord is going to force you to go fight this third world war, and you're going to lose, man. All right. Verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Right, man? You so-called white people, you Edomites, man. All right? In your pride and your pomp, you honestly think you could continue to maintain your empire, man. And you're not, man. And this is proof. All right? You're not able to defeat the Taliban. Your own U.S. commander said it. Okay? We need to go on a political route, right? Because he's scared, man. He almost got assassinated. Okay? These are the times that we're living in. These are the last days, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, all right, you are the children of Israel. You better wake up. You better repent and come back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai or die, because America is going down and it's going to go down badly. But the just shall live by faith, right? And this is our faith, okay? All right, this is talking to you heathens, all right, and you 2/3, man. This is what we believe, all right? We use the Bible because the Bible said it was going to happen, all right? This is our faith, all right? The just is the elect, all right? We believe, man. We here at Great Millstone, we see this place going down. Verse 5, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth desire as hell, right? That's these Edomites, right? These Edomites, all right, with their philosophies, their wicked philosophies, and their pomp and their pride, man, they cannot keep at home. And it's gotten to a point that the military is stretched out thin, their soldiers are tired, okay? Their troops are fat and tired, okay? They're under immense stress and pressure, okay? Because of this. And so what's going on? What's going to happen to America? Who enlarges desire is hell, right? And is as death, right? Because wherever you go, you bring nothing but death. It cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations and heap it unto him all people, right? Your military bases are all throughout the world, all right? Verse 6, and here's the point. Shall not all these take a parable against him? Right, a dark saying. There's a parable against you. By doing all this, constantly going into different countries, overthrowing sovereign governments, all right? Bringing nothing but hell and death, all right? All right? And say, woe to him that increases, and a taunting proverb against him, right? This is a taunting proverb against you, all right? Woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that laid himself with thick clay, right? How long? All right? How long are you gonna keep doing this? Well, it's coming to find out. Hey, it's coming to an end. All right, because now, Slakia, now that you've you spread yourself too thin, and when you look up that thick clay means debt, you've put yourself in too much debt, and now you're going down. And you're going down fast, man. Death and destruction is coming upon you. Okay, let's go now to back to Jeremiah 51 and 30. Thy mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women, right? The American military are going to be like women these last days, all right? They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken, right? And when you look up that word forborn, all right, because it says forborn to fight, in the Hebrew is kadala, right? Kadala. It means to stop, right? Stop fighting, cease, decease, forego, all right? Be lacking, idle, cease, forsake, right? Your military is not going to fight anymore, all right? The American military will go literally AWOL, man. You're going to see the American military break apart, all right? Because they know they can't win these wars, all right? They know they can't. Let's go back. Let's go back to 31. And one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger shall meet another, to show the king of Babylon, right, Donald Trump, that his city's taken at one end, right? That's what's going to happen, man. America's going to be taken down and be taken, man. All right? Verse 32. And that passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are affrighted, right? The men of war are scared, affrighted, right? Because when you look up that search with Google, All right, affrighted. What does that word mean? Okay, just real quickly. Frighten, frighten. Okay, there you go. Struck with. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, this is good. All right. Sudden fear or terror, fright. Right. Look at that. Okay. Stressed, man. These troops are stressed. They're under pressure. All right. Is not going to be able to protect Babylon America. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, as well as the confusion of faces that are scattered abroad. You need to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. America's going down. This place is done. All right. The military, all right, is weak. They can't even take on the Taliban. And yet they want to go and try to fight the Chinese, the Russians, and the Iranians as well. What a joke. Anyway, with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught me.